Hello guys, for this video I demonstrate some of my favorite exercises in my push training. I start by warming up my shoulder joints to prepare them for the weightlifting session ahead. It is important to warm up to prevent risk of injury. The major part of the time I use elastic because it creates enough tension that you can control to do a proper activation. So I start by doing incline bench press, which targets more of the upper fibers of the chest. Because it's my first exercise in the training, I pick a lighter weight for the first and possibly second set to put blood flowing and activate the muscle fibers, and also prepare the body for the movement pattern of the exercise. We should prioritize technique first to prevent injuries or unnecessary pain. In the last set, I pick a heavier dumbbell and I go almost to muscle failure. My sweet spot is 2 reps before I can do more with proper technique. Depending on the days, I can go harder to challenge myself. The next exercise is one of my favorites, is the cable chest fly. First, try to align the multi-station on shoulder height. It can depend on the handle that you use. Next, give a step forward to be in the balanced position. Put shoulders back and you're already gonna feel the chest stretching. Then push all the way and hold the contraction for 1 to 2 seconds. And then go back slowly and control. If you do it correctly, maintaining the shoulders backwards in the entire movement, I promise you're gonna feel the chest fibers working, as you can see. The chest is responsible for this movement, so it takes almost all the work. The most common mistakes are don't keep the shoulders back and down in the movement and put too much or too less weight. If you're looking for hypertrophy, it needs to be challenging but done with proper form. I do these exercises with the cables coming from above too, to target more of the lower chest, which is a weak point of my physique. The movement pattern is the same, just change the angle that creates more engagement in the lower fibers of the chest. For the shoulder exercises, I like to do lateral raises to create a more wide appearance in my physique. In the cables, try always to align the cables and the shoulders for an angle of 90 degrees. To keep constant tension in the entire movement. Keeping tension and control the negative phase is very important for big gains. It's important to control the whole movement, keeping the shoulders back to maintain a good posture and avoid swings that can release tension of the shoulders. Because it is a difficult movement, you don't need much weight to feel the shoulder fibers working. The next exercise is an exercise that I found in a Wesley Visser's video, who is a professional bodybuilder that I appreciate. I give it a try and I think is very good. When you have the dumbbell in the lowest position, close to your leg, you keep the tension in the shoulders, and I promise this 5 kg feel a lot heavier. Probably this is a new exercise for you, so I suggest you give it a try and experiment by yourself. For triceps, I like to do tricep extensions in the cables, but I prefer the overhead version, where I can feel more of the long head stretching and contracting throughout the movement. This exercise is good to put more weight because it's easier to produce more force than the conventional extension. I always try to do unilateral movements to prevent imbalances, and the triceps are no exception. I like to do tricep extensions but with the dumbbells, where I can focus more working both arms but individually. This is a much harder movement and you don't need much weight to see results. Just focus on stretch and contract slowly throughout the movement and you feel your triceps working. If I have time, I train the abdominal muscles. These leg raises are more advanced, but don't worry, when you have a strong core and a strong grip, you can try them out. This exercise can be performed to target more rectus abdominal or obliques, as you can see. This exercise is more easier to do because you can pick the weight, but you're gonna need a cable with rope and a surface that can make a better stretching in the abs. Hold the contraction for 1 to 2 seconds and then go back slowly when you are stretching the abs. I really like this exercise because it's easy to progress and the contraction is very good and intense. If you never done it, I suggest you to try it. This is my current physique. I don't know if I got to try to be more shredded for the summer. I hope you liked the video. Check my socials for more updates and ciao!